Speak from pain. The monitors beeped steadily, but their rhythm offered no comfort. 8-year-old Lily Reeves lay motionless beneath a soft blue blanket in a high-end hospital bed, surrounded by wires, tubes, and machinery that hummed and hissed with clinical indifference. Her blonde hair had been carefully brushed, her tiny hands resting lifeless on her chest. A breathing mask sighed gently with each inhale, the only sound besides the lonely blip of the heart monitor. She had collapsed on stage 5 days earlier during her school recital. One moment, she was singing. The next, her knees gave out, her eyes rolled back, and her body hit the floor with a thud that haunted her father every night since. Doctors called it a rare neurological event, a seizure so violent it forced her brain into a protective coma, but no one could explain why she hadn't woken up. Not the 5 neurologists flown in from around the world. Not the 3 private specialists flown in at staggering cost. Not even the machines monitoring her brain offered answers. Just silence, and a father on the edge of breaking. Alton Reeves, once a ruthless titan on Wall Street, now sat crumpled beside his daughter's bed. The man who once commanded boardrooms now wore a wrinkled suit, sunken eyes, and a hollow expression. He would have traded every dollar for a laugh. But money, it seemed, had met its match. That IT was just past noon when the door cracked open and a nurse hesitated in the doorway. "Mr. Reeves, there's a child outside. He says he needs to see your daughter." "A child?" Alton frowned. "Who is he?" "I don't know. He's not with anyone. And he looks," she lowered her voice, "homeless." Alton's brow furrowed. "Then why?" Before he could finish, a small figure slipped past her. A black boy, barefoot, wearing dusty, oversized pants and a frayed beige jacket. His hair was wild, his feet calloused. He walked with a calm certainty straight to Lily's bedside, his gaze soft and steady, as though he'd known her forever. "Hey!" Alton stood, but the boy didn't flinch or flee. He simply reached out, brushing a strand of Lily's hair from her face. Then he said it. "I know how to make your daughter wake up." The room froze. Alton blinked. "What did you just say?" "She's not gone," the boy said. "She's waiting, but she needs someone to guide her back." Alton let out a harsh laugh, one born of exhaustion and heartbreak. "You think you can do what 10 doctors and $1 million couldn't?" The boy didn't flinch. "I'm not a doctor. I just listen." "To what?" The boy looked at him, voice low. "To the Lord." Alton's face hardened. "This is a hospital, not a church." "She doesn't need a hospital," the boy said quietly. "She needs hope." Alton stepped forward, voice rising. "Stop this. She's in a coma. Her brain shut down. You can't just walk in here with stories." Then it happened. The heart monitor blipped. A small, sudden spike. Alton froze. The nurse's eyes widened. She nodded. The boy leaned in and gently touched Lily's forehead. "She's afraid," he whispered. "She heard the sirens, felt the mask, but she doesn't know if she's safe yet." He turned to Alton. "She needs to hear your voice, not the one you use for business, the one she remembers from bedtime." Alton stood there, stunned. The boy nodded toward the bed. "Call her back." I don't know how." "Yes, you do," the boy said. "She's waiting." Alton moved closer, sat beside Lily, and took her small hand in his. His voice trembled. "I'm here, Lily," he whispered. "Daddy's right here. You don't have to be afraid. Come home, baby. Please come home." The nurse covered her mouth in shock. The monitor spiked again, longer this time. And then, so faintly it could have been imagined, Lily's lips trembled. "I saw that." Alton gasped. "She's responding. the nurse said, rushing forward. The boy stood silently. Tomorrow, same time, he said. I'll be back. And just like that, he was gone. Alton didn't sleep that night. He sat in the corner of the room, eyes fixed on the monitor. Lily's vitals had held steady. No new drops, no new spikes. But he couldn't stop thinking about that boy. She needs your voice. The one she remembers. Those words haunted him, because deep down, he knew it was true. He hadn't spoken to Lily like that in a long time. Not since the divorce, not since work had devoured him. Soon, he always said. Next weekend. But soon had nearly become never. The next day, at exactly 12:15, the boy returned. Same jacket, same steady eyes. But this time his face looked softer, gentler. You came back, Alton said. I said I would. He walked to Lily's side and took her hand. Her fingers were still, but warmer. Her lips no longer so pale. Alton leaned in. What do I do? The boy didn't answer immediately. Then, just speak from where it hurts. Alton didn't know how. Not in business. Not as a father. But he sat anyway, took her hand, and let go of everything he had held inside. Lily, he whispered, I'm sorry. I should have been there. Should have picked you up that day. You were so excited for your recital. And he choked. I answered a call instead of watching you sing. His voice cracked. I'd trade places with you if I could. But I can't. All I can do is ask. Ask you to come back, so I could be the father you always deserved. A single tear dropped onto her hand. She hears you, the boy said softly. Then Lily stirred. Her eyes fluttered open. Her lips moved, and in the faintest voice, she said, Daddy. Alton gasped, clutched her hand. I'm here, baby. I never left. Her hand squeezed his. Alton turned to the boy. How did you? Who are you? The boy looked at him. I'm just someone who listens when others don't. But why her? I didn't know her, the boy said. But I know what it's like to feel forgotten. He walked to the door. Wait, Alton called. Can I help you? Anything. The boy smiled. I already have what I need. What's that? Faith. And then he was gone. Alton ran into the hallway, but there was no sign of the boy. No footprints. No record of his arrival. Just Lily, awake, alive, and whispering his name. That night, as she drifted into real sleep, Alton pulled out a notebook and wrote 3 words. Speak from pain. The next day, he faced the media. But instead of praising the medical team, he told the story of a nameless boy who brought his daughter back. Not with tools, but with truth. Some called it a miracle. But Alton knew better. IT was a message. And for the first time in his life, he listened.